Hello, everyone, and happy full moon in Pisces, September 1st and September 2nd, 2020, and happy harvest moon in September. So, if you haven't watched the full moon meaning video, where I talk about the spiritual meaning of this full moon, please watch that video. And I also do the horoscope for the 12 signs. Okay, in that video I didn't do like the 13th sign in that one, but it's always a feeling in between what Scorpio and Sagittarius is feeling. Okay, so this video is about the numerology of this full moon in Pisces. Pisces is a changeable sign, can move and go with the flow, is a water element. Okay, so healing with water is very good this full moon, right? So we want to connect to our third eye, our intuition, our sacral chakra, all the way up to the third eye. I'll be talking about that in the meditation video that I'll be doing as well. Okay, and you can do that on the first, second, and third. All right. So the numerology is 10 because the full moon is 10 degrees, okay? And it's 11 minutes. Now let's look at the 10. Let's do the numerology just for that. So 10 is about independence, right? And 10 is also about completion. What do you feel like you completed from the new moon that just passed? Okay? So it's very powerful about completing something. And it's about the end of a cycle and you attaining the fullness, the wholeness of what it is that you are going after. So you should be feeling stronger because every day you should have a mantra of remembering your goal that you set on the new moon. And if you can journal if that's your thing, okay? But it's also the balance. We can look at the 10 and think about ourselves, the balance of our feminine and masculine that creates both of us, our left and our right side, our left and our right mind. We can think of it like that, and how we can unify this, right? And how we can connect even more to our inner self. That one, right, is the self, and that zero, you think of a cycle, the wholeness of that cycle, the ending of a cycle, right? You can think of it as that completion. What did you complete? What do you feel that you completed? Okay? So we can also think about not really making anything more difficult for ourselves. We want to flow like that circle. We want to think about 10 as being just like 1, independent. A lot of people want to feel independent. A lot of us might want to feel that we need to reach our infinite potential. I was thinking of the infinity symbol when I talked about the circle, like that shape of an 8, but it's the infinity symbol for anyone that's new to this. Okay? And we want to think about 10, and we want to think about our self-determination. Are we determined, right? Do we feel like we're alone because of that 1? Do we feel like, hey, maybe I'm not enough to do something on my own? You know, maybe I need to start over again. But don't. You're already 1 when you're 10. You're already number 1. You're already whole. And this is special also for anyone that's a life path number of 1. You are supposed to receive help, but you're supposed to work on your own. You can do teamwork, but you have to be the lead. Else you'll feel like you're not heard, or things may go slower than you want it to go. Right? So feeling comfortable being alone, even though you know you should be alone, you might feel that you don't want to completely be alone. Okay? But you have to know how to balance that alone and know the power of being the boss. And it's not negative, but you know how you want things done. Some people are alphas, and people who are born with the life path number of 1 can know that. You will experience, like the urge to do something that you really want to do. You'll get inspired and you'll want to do that. So that's another attribute of 10. Okay. Now, bringing 10 back to 1. 1 is the sun, the self. So at this full moon in Pisces, 1 is saying, think about yourself and your intuition. Everything that Pisces represents, put that to self. Okay? I'm thinking about my intuition. I'm thinking about being changeable, being able to be teachable, be reasonable. But being 1 is the sun. So you're thinking of yourself. Okay? You're thinking of... You're thinking of the number 1, the number 10, the number 19 reverts to 10 and 1. The number 28 reverts to those days. So for March, why am I saying March? But for September 1st is powerful. September 10th is powerful. The 19th is powerful. And the 28th of September is powerful. Those are good days to think about your creativity. Think about your, what can you invent? How can you be, presenting on those days your creativity or your new invention, if you will. A good day to maybe try on a new look or something and present it. Okay, a strong individual and being extra positive that day. For yourself. You don't have to share it, but it's more of a mental thing. Okay, and 1 represents leadership. But it also represents working together because you've set the structure and the foundation of that. Independence 1 also represents your infinite potential, your leadership and believing in yourself, your self-determination, all right? And definitely your confidence. But think of the self. What can you do to benefit yourself? And at this new moon or full moon in Pisces, you can definitely tap into the energy of 1 and also connect to the Neptune energy, okay? And what does Neptune mean, okay? So Neptune's meaning is one of your dreams. Maybe you can do dream work tonight or use water to see yourself winning or being number 1, right? You can scry as a way of fortune telling, but you can also speak into water, positivity for yourself. Or your cup, you can put a cup of water in the fridge on the 1st, the 2nd, or even the 3rd, and then it's cold and you hold it and you program it to see yourself winning in whatever your dream is. Believing in yourself, like your intuition, like feel like you always know, like a lucky foot or a lucky step, you're the lucky, hopping rabbit, whatever luck represents to you, right? You programming that water to be creative and imaginative, right? So you can program that water, right? And you can connect more spiritually, your spirituality, believing in yourself and being willing to change up when you need to change up, that mutable sign. Okay, you can also tap into, along with Neptune, Jupiter for prosperity. Okay, and Saturn for structure within your life, and Uranus to have a shield of defense, that people will always protect you if they hear BS about you. If there's gossip, you can connect to that Uranus of maybe others shielding you. That's just very powerful download that just came to me, right? Okay. And you can think of Pluto as keeping negativity away from you, right? You can connect that way. All right. And it's bringing you back to the center if you can visualize the universe, right? And especially if you practice any spirituality where you visualize the universe like Qigong or something, you can pull in on the energy above and below, right? And bring that balance to your core and radiate that shield of protection and be think of your spine, that Kundalini energy, that Taiji pole as a number 1, where you're really infusing into your DNA that you're number 1 for yourself. And this is with love and positivity and strength. It's nothing like negative ego. It's building up your energy. So you can tap into the numerology of this month like that, and really seeing it as tapping into a vortex or a circle that's just a circle of protection. And at the center of your core is golden like the sun, and around you is this yellow light, yellow glowing white light. You can really tap into your visualization, but I want you to connect to one and being a leader for yourself, putting yourself first. And when you do that, you believe in yourself. Okay, let's tap into 11. 11 is a big message. What's the big message for you? What can you let go of that you no longer need? Because that 11 is also, it goes to 2, which is balance, right? So we're going to get there, but that 11 is like the Tower card, like I said in the full moon in Pisces meaning video, the first video upload for Pisces, because this is the third. So the tarot card, the Tower, is about what do you need to let go of, because you already used up the time already. That Tower card is like, hey, we already used up this experience, and maybe you're trying to hold on for a long time to a situation. You need to let go. And that major arcana, that Tower, that 11, that is just something that you need to let go of. Okay, and fill yourself with divine love, if you will. Fill yourself with love. Feel freedom. Feel liberated. Right? It's a change that needed to happen. Whatever that change is, it needed to happen. If it's shocked you, then that was a lesson to maybe protect yourself more and not be too trusting, because this full moon has that, I'm trying to remember right now, that sun trines, let me find it. The sun trines Jupiter, not being too trusting, but knowing that you're lucky in your prosperity. So you can tap into Jupiter and do a Jupiter meditation, right? You can even connect to Uranus, right? And protecting yourself. But we don't want to get too much into the ego. We really want to focus on letting go of what we need to let go of. And that 11 brings a powerful message. And what's the powerful message? Learn from it and let go. Don't hold yourself, a victim and a prisoner to a mistake, trusting someone too much. But that 11 is like, a powerful message, and learn from it, but don't make it make you bitter. Okay? And that 11 turns into 2. So that 2 is about teamwork. And maybe that teamwork has to be you working with yourself. Hello. Maybe that's your mind and your spirit, right? Maybe that's your mind and your body. It doesn't have to be that 3, but that 3 will, that 3 is always their mind, body, and spirit. But maybe your mind has to heal a pain in your body. Maybe your mind, maybe your spirit has to really heal your mind. But that 2 is going to build a balanced relationship. Maybe you have to find teamwork within yourself. Okay? Maybe you have to pull yourself together. Maybe you have to initiate the romance in your life. Maybe you have to be a champion for yourself, but also know how to ask for help. But knowing that you are at the front of the table, you're at the head of the table, directing the balanced outcome. Okay? So anything that you're going to do, any kind of meditation that you might be doing, you want to do it for more than 10 minutes. It's at 11 minutes, right? So you want to do that. You could do it for 11 minutes. You could do it for 20 minutes. It could be something as a guided meditation, a bath, a cleansing bath to just cleanse away all negativity. A perfect time to do that. Take the bath for 11 minutes. Okay? So hopefully this helps you guys. I'm going to keep this video short, so that the power is in numbers. Everything is numbers. The universe operates in numbers. Everything is numbers. The chart our money, our currency, time. Everything is numbers, it's a precision. Even if you're thinking of other dimensions, you in another location, another life, experiencing something different than this life. So everything is numbers. So when you connect to that, you can connect to trusting your intuition. Like I said about that number one being, that primal energy of the Kundalini or the Tai Chi pole, whatever practice you're doing, right? So let that radiate through your body that you're number one. You're important, you're valuable, right? You are your own teamwork, and you are creating that circle of togetherness, of teamwork in a positive way, right? Under this Pisces energy. Because remember, and I didn't say it in all the other videos, Pisces, they can see through the difficulty that this physical world can give to us. Because we have to remember that Pisces is, in between Aquarius and Capricorn. Capricorn, the reality, earth world. Aquarius, the future thinker. And Pisces, just seeing through the dimension of life and death, right? And through that veil, and offering a peaceful way, an easygoing, flowing way to go through life, right? Like as the snow melts into water at that February, March type of time, getting rid of that icy chip on our shoulder and melting into water and flowing into our true being, flowing into ourselves, flowing into rebirth in the spring, flowing into that new moon cycle. All right, so blessings, peace, namaste, satnam. Enjoy and utilize this energy. All right. Hopefully everything that you guys wanted manifests for you guys under this full moon. Hopefully something comes to a realization that you see the BS, or you see the potential, you see the fulfillment, you see something, you see through, any pretense. All right. All right. Click like, share. Peace.